Peace, peace, my Piscean people. What's good? It's your brother man Anu. We are back here for your cycle readings, right? It is the new moon cycle of Virgo, which is Sebek. So we are in Sebek cycle. 2 weeks, the moon will be full in Virgo. Alright, so let's get busy with your focus, right? What are we focusing on? Okay? This is sidereal astrology we're dealing with, right? Y'all need to, look up the differences between sidereal and tropical astrology. You will find some very insightful differences that make the two very different, okay? Or, they're, pertinent levels of differences, right? Things you really can't get past when dealing with this astrology stuff. So, y'all look that up. I actually got some stuff on the channel early in the channel where I talked about that a little bit more. So I'm not going to go into it now. But yeah, let's go ahead and get the message for the Pisces. Virgin, sister, and Pisces. Oh yeah, times of the essence, y'all. So, not that I'm rushing through your reading. But what I'm going to do is get everything out on the table so I can read it all at once and, maybe cut off some of the time because I do have to get going on some other things, right? All right, so we got some energy. Well, it's kind of confusion. Let me go ahead and get this shuffle right. Yeah, these new cards are very slippery here. All right. Got Tehuti Tuchas. Tehuti Tuchas for the Pisceans. Alright. Tehuti in the case here. Tehuti Temchas. Alright. We got Tehuti 2. Tehuti 10. That's Tehuti positive and Tehuti negative. Y'all hear me say Tehuti? That's the way of shortening up the name, right? Tehuti Tuchas and Tehuti Temchas. Alright, so that's a positive and a negative Tehuti. Okay. Some level of conflict there. Alright. See what the E King talk about. Straight stress. Straight stress, straight. Straight stress, straight. That's Chien on the bottom. The first line is stress. Straight. Open. Straight, open. 43, line 1, stressed into the 28. Okay, 43 into the 28, first line stress. Okay. All right, we got that. Let us go to the tarot. Let me use the Mystic Tarot deck here. Pisces. Let's see what the tarot talk about. Alright, out pops Page of Swords in Sebek cycle. So, that's not altogether bad. But we got the King of Pentacle on the bottom. Alright, okay. Page of Swords, King of Pentacle, nothing else really sticks out. Page of Swords, King of Pentacle in the reverse. Okay. Alright. So we have a conflict going on as Tehuti is on the case, right? Tehuti Tuchas and Tehuti 10. So Tehuti Tuchas signifies protecting oneself, right? Also, moving with zealousness towards something, right? But there is an internal conflict going on. Someone knows that they must move, but they're perhaps a little shook. Somebody don't want to move because there's something in the way, right? They are in conflict about moving, about doing something, about making an approach of some sort. It could be as well having to do with one's own personal conditionings. Right? We have the 43rd hexagram. 43rd is about being resolute, right? It's about resolute behavior, resolute decision making, right? And yeah, so let's go to I'm talking about it. On the E-King Praxis here. Right, line 1. Give me 2 seconds or 3. Interesting. My phone's doing this funny thing where it's not ringing. Maybe life is trying to tell me that, like, not talk to nobody right now. I don't know what that's about. Thought I put it on ringer, I would miss all kinds of phone calls. All right, resolution or resoluteness. Okay, being resolute, right? Being able to make a decision, stick to it. Make a decision and rocking with it, period. All right, so line 1 says, it takes time to acquire the skills and insight to deal with undertakings, parentheses, spiritual or worldly. One must not allow the hot, combative energy of resolute action to drive one to move too quickly in the struggle beyond one's capacity. One would most likely fail. Okay, so there's another way to look at the Tehuti readings. This could be overzealousness, right? This could be, someone, making a move, right, that is a little too Tehuti about it. They're making a move, but they should necessarily not, right? Or be a little bit more careful about moving, right? So someone's being a little bit too much on go, right? A little bit too resolute. Somebody being too resolute, right? And this goes into the 28. Okay, 28th hexagram is about a circumstance that is out of the ordinary, right? So whatever's happening in this first line of the 43 is creating an out of ordinary situation, right? A special, situation, a preponderance of the strong, right? Or the powerful, right? With all of the yang lines on the inside of 2 little bitty yin lines on the outside, right? So anytime you have all that, it's like, having a dog guard a den of tigers, right? You got a dog at this door and a dog at that door and 4 angry tigers in the middle, right? Yeah, that's a situation of extraordinary, circumstance, right? Okay, so, and then we have the Page of Swords, right? Page of Swords deals with, in some cases stalking, right? But this looks like investigation, right? And, research, things like that. A Page of Swords isn't always a stalker, right? Sometimes Page of Swords is a studious individual who is, getting the scoop, right? Investigating matters, right? Researching things to, deal with a better solution, or, but sometimes this can be gossiping and talking. And the 43rd hexagram with that first line deals in some renditions. It's about the mouth, right? Talking about talking. Something about talking. Let's see. Stick to the Chu and Sherelle book. See what they're saying about this here. Okay, no, not the mouth. It's the toes, right? Okay, so we have power in the toes, advance, no success. He is blameworthy. This line in the bottom position does not have sufficient strength to advance and attain success by itself. Hence, any boastfulness, or show of power is erroneous, since this will not accomplish results. If one acts thus, one truly deserves blame. Primarily, it indicates that those with this controlling line should be cautious in their lives and only try to advance at a given time as far as they know they can safely go. Yet they should always strive for advance. All will have greater inner strength, but some will use it for purposes of good and some will not. Right? So, yeah. So in that, we have someone boast, right? That's the mouth I was talking about. It's about boastfulness, right? Someone is, doing something in a boastful way, right? So it's a show of power that's erroneous, right? And, the boasting, right, or the boastfulness is not going to accomplish the results, right? So, it's a matter of doing the work, right? So this individual is kind of weakening his position by being boastful about whatever they're doing, right? So for the most auspicious, he will know when, in which direction, and how far to advance. He will be wise and capable of avoiding danger. He will be wise inwardly. His external circumstances will be such, however, that he will not be able to use all his knowledge effectively. He will have a good life, right? For the least auspicious, he will be a man of no virtue, right? Or person, right? He will be a person of no virtue who will use his powers for gain and self-satisfaction. He will be boastful and exaggerate and will always try to be the leader, but will lack the basic intelligence to carry matters through effectively. He will have hardships and may bring disaster upon himself and his associates. He will be blamed for a rash decision. Efforts to advance will be repelled by others, and he will make many mistakes due to rashness and impetuosity. Right? So this is the hexagram of rashness. This is the line, right, in this particular hexagram of rashness and impetuosity. Okay? So for the keynotes, it's stay within your limits, right? It would be a mistake for you to try and force results today. Proceed only as far as you can safely go. All right. Yeah. All right. So that's what we're talking about here, right? See, a Tehuti in this situation, right? One who is unbalanced in the Tehuti factor will be, boastful. Will be, I got this. Let's do this, or whatever the case, right? But they're not looking at the whole, and there's something that they're missing. And, hence it's a weak position to be boastful. So this is basically saying whatever you're doing, do what you have to do. Apply hard work, but don't be tem harukahuti, right? Don't be overzealous. And, there be, some level of this thing that you're not fully investigating, right? Or, you're coming off, the page. The page is like a young Page of Swords would be a young use of the sword, which is communication, right? A youthful, immature way of using this communication, right? And this gives result in lack of pentacles, right? We got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So, that could be an individual who is deciding that they don't like you, right? Or you're just going to lose some pentacles, period, right? Yeah. So, therefore, be careful. You know what I'm saying? Be careful of your urge to be a little bit zealous about something, right? Or to be more zealous than you need to be. More to be outwardly zealous. You know what I mean? It's good to be inwardly, right? Have that fire, right? And move in such a way where you get things done. But it's not optimum, to be talking about it too much. All right? So that is that for my Pisces, right? I'm going to end it right there, right? Because we're in a time crunch, right? So peace and love, y'all. We're going to come back and do it again next cycle. If this has helped you, give me a like, share a comment. Help me get this energy up, right? All right, peace and love. We do it again.